Yo, what's up? So, I thought I'd explain a little bit more about the previous video, which was the mining cave. More so to do with a lot of the stuff that got edited out of it because it just I didn't explain it too well. Kind of new for me to do stuff outside around people with cameras. Usually if I've ever used a camera stuff, it's either in here or I've just used a headset and recorded some game stuff on some of my older channels. It's very new for me to be outside holding a camera and talking to it, and it's also it makes me quite nervous. So a lot of the times the explanations in the videos weren't exactly great. I was told my commentary wasn't too bad, but it definitely needs a lot of work, 100%. I mean, I'm in my room at the moment, so I'm a hell of a lot more comfortable, obviously, because there's no one here, it's just me at the moment, so it's not really like a nerve-wracking thing. I mean, it is kind of strange looking into a lens, because I'm always very tempted to look at the screen, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. One thing I didn't really explain too much, was with the mining cave, which I was pretty proud of myself for, if anything, was the fact that although the cave looks big on the inside, getting into it is actually quite a small crawl space. It's not for very long. It's literally just a case of once you lay down, you're literally out of both sides of the hole, so it's not really a long gap to get through. But I have claustrophobia, or to an extent of, I don't have it to the point where I obviously proper freak out, but I get to the uncomfortable point of like where I start to withdraw emotionally, and I'm sort of like, no, I'm alright, sort of thing. I can't do it, sort of. That's how I usually get around the idea of going through small spaces. I'm sort of similar in elevators. The only time I'm not like that in elevators is when with someone, otherwise I just take the stairs or avoid them altogether. Through that gap in the cave was quite a difficult task for me, because, as I say, I had to lay down on my stomach and crawl through, and I'm not really small either. I'm 6'2", and I think I'm about 100 kilos, I think, something like that. So it's not like I'm a small guy. So getting through a small gap like that was pretty terrifying. I never thought I'd be able to do it, and I managed to do it. And although I'm proud of myself, I'm very thankful to all the friends I went with on that day, because if it wasn't for their support, I definitely wouldn't have been able to convince myself to do it 100%. It was with their help that helped me get through that, and in turn I had such an amazing experience and memories that I'll never forget down there. Some incredible things, as you saw in the video, towards, during and the end. And it's just something that I'll never forget seeing. So I'm proper just really happy with myself that I managed to do that, and really thankful to everyone else that helped me. Couple of things I want to talk about in the video though, especially because, as I say, what I was initially saying before I went into the cave and the whole sort of compilation bit happened, was that I was just saying that I'm not too good with tight spaces, and obviously now I've elaborated on that. I'm actually relatively claustrophobic, so I hate the idea of small spaces. It really freaks me out. So getting through that was like a really big accomplishment, getting over my fears and conquering them. That was a really big thing for me. What I want to explain is there was a point of where we found a bunch of other people, and we started walking to where that almost like a pool, I don't know really what to call it, like a little well in the cave that my friend Seb ended up swimming into. If you didn't see that or get to the end of the video, go to the end of the video and watch that, because that was hilarious. And the fact that he got freaked out because he kept saying stuff was near his feet, that was even funnier, because we're horrible people. There was a few people we bumped into. I didn't actually catch their names or their YouTube links. I don't know if they'll ever come across this channel, but if they ever do, just let me know and I'll put it in the description 100%. And they showed us the way there pretty much, because the cave down there the mining caves are so long and so confusing that you can easily get lost in there 100%. That's why we actually ended up setting tea lights up, so as we were able to find our way back following the tea lights essentially. But he helped us to the little pool, and that's where like that little bit came from, where we were walking with extra people, and that's why suddenly a lot more people appeared. And that was the guy that was in the wetsuit, and he's like he does that. He goes in caves on a regular basis. That's his thing. He goes and explores them all the time. So 100% kudos to him, because I could never do that. He saw a little crawl space that went into pitch darkness and said, I might explore that next time. I was like, no, I'm alright. I could never do that. I'm alright, thank you. Thank you very much for the offer, but I decline. And obviously towards the end, so we found that well where Seb decided to go for a little swim, and it was freezing anyway because it was October, I think it was, or something along those lines, October, November. So we were there, and it was pretty damn cold. It was very cold. So again, round of applause to him for going in that and actually going for a swim in it. And as he said in the video, unless you didn't catch it, he'd rather, it's something he's done, so that's why he done it, which is fair enough. I did vlog quite a bit in the forest, but obviously that turned into more to compilation stuff. The forest around it, getting to the cave, was absolutely beautiful. I never thought I'd see anything like so stunning and then go to somewhere so dark and like interesting. I wouldn't even say it was creepy. The caves weren't actually creepy whatsoever. They were just really fascinating to go down. You know, seeing all the calcium on the walls and everything. But the reason both videos are very different is because I'm still sort of learning when it comes to editing and a lot of this sort of stuff, because although I have done mild editing before, I've never done anything to almost like a creative extent in that sense. At the moment I do only have Movie Maker Live, but I do try to make it the best I can, and as I say, if anything I'll probably be upgrading my editing software and my camera and everything else eventually as time goes on, because I do want to get into exploring a lot more. So yeah, I think the only other explanation I want to give is for my channel, is what it may be about, because I don't want people just to assume it's all about abandoned exploring. It will be primarily about abandoned exploring, but there will be other things into it, like travelling vlogs and discussions and things like that. Nothing too political, nothing out there, literally just like discussions about things we've done, funny, like fun moments, like day-to-day stuff, just things like that. But it won't be like a daily vlog thing where I'll be waking up and I'll be filming myself waking up, cleaning my teeth and getting to work, and then that's it, because I just go to work. Besides seeing my friends and travelling when I can, I pretty much just go to work in my normal time. So there isn't really much to my life that would be interesting to record anyway. So pretty much be it for this video. I hope that helped a little bit clear some things up, and just again thanks to everyone that went with me, because I wouldn't have been able to getting through that little gap without you guys being there and supporting me and helping me through all of that and showing me such an amazing time. So I cannot wait to go traveling with those guys again, and I'll be making a hell of a lot more videos, and hopefully by then I'll have a few more upgrades to my equipment, so there'll be either a lot better quality or it'll just be like a slightly better video as I get better at this whole YouTube face to lens thing that I seem to have gotten myself into now. So anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed, hope that explained a few things, and I'll see you guys again later.